OpenAI just introduced a deep research agent inside ChatGPT. If you have ever spent hours combing through websites, white papers, or competitor data, this might be a complete paradigm shift. So, in this video, I'm going to walk you through how this new agent actually works, what it can and can't do, and why anyone in marketing, SEO, or business strategy should at least give it a look. So, deep research is an upgrade inside ChatGPT. It's basically a new toggle that acts like a tireless digital researcher. You give it a prompt, something like find major trends in eco friendly packaging or compare my top 3 SEO competitors. And it literally goes off to scan hundreds of sources, compiles everything into one comprehensive report. Every source is cited, every reference is documented, and it doesn't just stop at the first page. It gives you very comprehensive insights for whatever that you are asking it for. So now let's try out some actual use cases on ChatGPT. So I'll head over to ChatGPT. One thing to note though here, this new feature deep research, it's only available on the pro plan. That's the $200 per month plan for now. They did mention on Twitter that they'll be expanding it to plus and team plans as well. But yeah, for now you'll need to pay $200 in order to access this. But it is quite useful. Let's try out a few use cases. So the very first thing you need to do is click on this deep research toggle, and you can use it on almost any model. It works on GPT-4o, it works on O3 Mini as well as O1 Pro and O1 as well. So let's try a few sample queries. Let's say if we wanted to summarize the key Google algorithm changes for the last 6 months. So I'll just give a prompt around that. Create a timeline of Google algorithm updates from the past 6 months. Summarize the main changes, industry reactions, and potential impacts on SEO industry with cited sources. So let's test this out. The very first thing it usually does is it asks some clarifying questions. So here it is asking, would you like a focus on specific types of updates or should I cover everything? I'll just say cover everything. Once you answer the clarifying questions, then it will start like a progress bar. It will start researching. And basically, how it does it is that it has access to browsing, similar to how the normal web search has. It has access to Bing and all that. And it also has access to certain Python tools, similar to Code Interpreter. So, what it does is it basically creates a plan first. It executes the first step of that plan, like maybe searching for the very first thing, and then based on what it learns, just like an actual researcher, it goes step by step, finds more articles or like scrolls and reads the same article, then maybe uses all that information to summarize and give you a final report. So you'll see here, it opens a sidebar. Here it is saying I'm gathering information on Google algorithm updates. First of all, it searched for Google August 2024 core algorithm update. Then it read that. Then it searched for search engine journal. Then it is mapping all those things out, creating a summary out of that. So very kind of deep research it's happening here. You can also check the sources from where it is reading as well. So once it is done with the research, you'll see a list of all the sources here. And yeah, this will take a while. OpenAI mentioned that this will take something between 5 minutes up to 30 minutes as well, based on how much research it is doing. So let's leave it here. Let's jump to another tab. We'll try some more queries and come back to this once this report is ready. All right. So now I want to try something different. So let's say I want to do a simple content gap analysis. I'm giving it a prompt like examine the top 10 ranking pages for the query how to write a blog. Let's say if we wanted to rank for that keyword, identify the common structural elements like headers, meta descriptions, content sections, and point out any gaps or opportunities in keyword usage. Just send it out. Again, some clarifying questions. So I'll say I'm looking for both SEO focused as well as content. Deep content, we'll say deep content analysis. Yes. And yes. Once you do that, again, it will jump into that research mode. All right. So the first report is ready. Let's check it out. It has written a very long report, completed it in about 4 minutes. You can also click on it to see what all it did. So if we just very briefly scroll through it, first it searched for the August 2024 algorithm update, went through Search Engine Journal, Moz, Google Blog, then went through December 2024 update, the reviews for that, and then finally also the January update, I think it went through. So all of this, it read through 14 different sources. And based on that, this is what it came up with. So first of all, the August update gave a summary of that. Then November update, December, and so on. You can also give it a follow-up prompt. Let's say, can you summarize this in a table format and add some visuals? So let's see what this comes back with. This has access to various Python tools, so I think it should be able to create certain visualizations. And while we're doing that, let's also jump to the second one. So this also has read through quite a few different sources. One thing I really like here is if you see it works in a very structured manner, just like how an actual researcher works. It goes, searches for certain things, figures out what it learned from there. If that information is not enough, goes to the next one. All right, folks. So the second part of our report is also ready. This took about 6 minutes, even more than the previous one. Read about 22 different sources. And it made a very nice table here. Timeline of updates. It added this markdown table, the name of the update and the timeline for that. Summary, industry reactions. It added all of this. And also the SEO impact and best practices. Also mentioned the November update, December update, December spam update. So a lot of different insights mentioned there. And then it gave a very detailed description about each of those time periods. Also, the second one that we did, this one is also ready. This one took much more time. It's actually quite comprehensive. So this was the one where we asked it to do a content gap analysis. It took about 12 minutes. And here it is analyzing, again, all of those different websites. It's hard to consume though, because everything is just a bunch of paragraphs. But yeah, it has mentioned about all of those points around keyword usage, content structure analysis. Of course, what you can do is now, let's say, convert this into a blog post or turn this into a video script. So let's say what I'll do is, this is one of the blogs that I wrote. So I'll just ask it to write a new one using the information that it scraped, but in the writing style of this one. So I'll just go here. I'll dump that in. I'll say, learn the writing style, structure, tone, wording, and then write a new blog. And for this thing, you don't need deep research to be on because it has already researched that. So it will use O3 Mini for the reasoning bit so that it understands the structure and the framework and everything around that. And it will start writing the blog post based on all the information that it scraped via the deep research agent. So yeah, still not following this style, but it's very good because the amount of time you would have spent in researching about all those updates instead of taking like hours, it did it in 10 minutes. So I think it's a great time saver for that. And let's see what all use cases people come up with using this new agent. Just one advice for anyone who is using this new feature, give it targeted prompts. So if you spell out exactly what needs to be done, what all information it should get, and what all data points it should find out about, the more specific you are, the better the response that you will be getting, and also the lesser time it takes. So do give it very targeted prompts based on what exactly you are looking for. So yeah, that's a gist of OpenAI's new deep research agent. It's a pro only feature for now, but if you do have access, give it a spin and see how it changes your workflow. And yeah, if you end up trying deep research, drop a note below in the video. Did it save you time? Did you find any unexpected insights that you would have not found otherwise? Would love to hear that. And if you found this video helpful, maybe consider sharing it with a friend who's deep in the research grind. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.